Peace. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Shalom, shalom, jumbo, ashe. All the greetings of love and light to the darkest minds of the light. I am Napah. I am driving. I am quiet in my soul because it is the dying time. We're in the dying time and it's okay. The fall. It's not quite yet the end, or we are not in the climax of the dying time, but we definitely are in the dying time. Oh, wow. I'm going the wrong way. Go the right way. Go the right way, girl. Damn. I got to do this right. I'm driving. Okay, let me say this, everybody. Especially I'm talking to the women, but I'm talking to the beautiful, beautiful souls, all the beautiful souls, the male souls, the female souls, the feminine, the masculine, because we all are dual. I'm talking to the biologically born, or born biologically, or however you want to say it, the biological women, the females. And I want the men to also listen and think about this too. When did we start using words like hoe and whore? Now, I'm not. Don't jump ahead of me and say, "Oh, she's trying to make excuses for hoes." And no. I'm just asking a real serious question. When did we start using the words whore and hoe for women? Okay, when did we start doing that? Just stop and think. When did I start using hoe? I remember exactly when I learned the word hoe, and it was, became like, it's okay, not okay, but like it's not abnormal, so to speak. I wasn't saying it, but I remember when I heard it, and I remember when I would sing it. Now you know where I'm going, right? So I heard it on music, and there was one song too. Also, the word hoochie. Damn it! I'm getting a call. What about the word hoochie? Remember Hoochies Need Love? Remember Above the Rim soundtrack? I loved it. Hoochie, ho, slut. When did we start doing that? When was that okay? I mean, I get it from, it's been going since the beginning, but I'm saying you as a person, you yourself, especially as a woman. And then, see, for me, it was still uncomfortable when I used to love that song, Hoochie. But getting calls. But I used to sing that song, but I still felt uncomfortable. Like, damn, this is so disrespectful. I still was singing it, but I was like, okay, but I love this song. And then I started to rationalize, like, oh, well, she says it's okay. She's calling herself a hoochie, so it's, I guess it's different. Now, are there women who are promiscuous? Yes, of course. Are there men who are promiscuous? Of course, but we're talking about women. Are there women who are promiscuous? Are there women who don't make good choices with their bodies? Yes. There are. There are women that do that. And let's take, oh my gosh, I'm getting blown up right now. Let's make an example here of a woman who sleeps with a lot of men, but I'm getting blown up. It must be an emergency. There's what? Really? I'm trying to do this. Can y'all even hear me? Why is he blowing me up? So weird. Okay, so and no, it's not Sonnetter, but I'm getting. Oh my lord! Why am I getting? What in the world? This is madness. I can't even do my live. I'm gonna wait a minute. Okay, so where was I? Are there women who do sleep around? Yes, there are. Are there women who make bad choices? Yes, there are. But first off, let's look at who are they harming. I'm talking about at the core level. Of course, we know we're all connected. They're harming themselves, right? Because the value of a woman is invaluable. A woman is invaluable throughout time. You know how they say women have caused countries to fall. Women have caused wars. Yes, that's right. Because those who have battled over women know the value of a woman. But why is it that so many women, especially our women, why is it that they don't know their value? Well, one reason is from, of course, I got to go there, slavery. Slavery is a very, very heavy program that we still have not broken. The bed wench, the breeder. That is a reality of us. That is a reality of us as a people, as women. We have that history. And people can't look at us, oh, get over it. That's not, no, that is a big reason. We're talking about epigenetic coding. We're talking about generational programs that need to be broken. Now, that is a big reason why our women do that. Am I saying it's right? No, but instead of criticizing and bashing and talking about how they are the problem and they're this and that, don't get me wrong. There's some backstabbing women out there who will try to sleep with your mama, your daddy, your neighbor, but that's not the typical. That's not the top reason. What I'm trying to say is with the promiscuous woman or the woman who doesn't value herself. Usually it's because she's been told you're not valuable. This is what you're supposed to do. This is how you get love. You get love by giving it up. Who's heard that? That's an after school special, isn't it? Oh, well, baby, if you loved me, you'd give it to me. Well, on that's the microcosm, one person, but on a larger scale, we're talking about a collective group of women, black women. They're told this is all that's your value. This is your value. Going back to slavery, you're just as good as how many children you can bring forth, how many slave babies you can bring forth, how much you can please the massa as a bed wench. Now, of course, I'm not just talking about only black women. I'm talking about all women, but I'm addressing black women who are being seen and called whores. And we've got Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris, whichever you want to say. Forgive me. She's being called a whore. She's running for president. She's being called a bedwench. Why is our society? Why is it so acceptable to not look at the feminine divine in a merciful way? We as women, now I'm still addressing women, we as women need to do that. I'm not saying we're supposed to excuse bad behavior. We're supposed to teach. We're supposed to be the mother, aren't we? First off, we know the mother, one of the very common attributes, characteristics of a mother is mercy. So we're going to be the motherfuller. You know how they say, oh, you mother effer? That's also got a slavery root. We're the motherfuller. We're full of the mothering. We're motherful. So the motherful one, when you see your sister, and I'm especially talking about younger women, you see her disrespecting herself, you shouldn't look at her in disdain or, oh, this little hoe or these little, you gotta say, okay, I am her and she is me. and I have mercy. I don't slut shame. One thing I do not do, and I definitely don't judge women by their clothing. That's a big issue for me. But if I see a woman disrespecting herself, saying dirty things, that's what she's been taught by her mother, who's been taught by her mother, who's been taught by her mother, who's been taught that this is your value. Do we want women to not embrace their sexuality? Because that's what society teaches women. Here's a paradox. Ready? They say your value is your looks, your value is your body, your value is your fertility. That's not completely wrong, but that's what they say. That's all your value is. And then they say, oh, you're a hoe because you're embracing your sexuality. Do we want our little girls to be exposed to things that are inappropriate and oversexed early? Of course not. That's not an issue with the woman and her sexuality. That's an issue with discretion and how to censor things. See, nobody likes that word. Instead of saying, let's start censoring things better, no, let's tell the woman she's a slut and a whore, and you're the reason little girls are being promiscuous. Are they really? Because when I was a little girl and I saw women out, when I would go out with my mother, who was very beautiful, didn't wear a beekeeper's outfit, dressed like a lady, normal, and she had a nice figure. My mother, beautiful woman. She's just beyond beauty, and a lot of men paid attention to her, but she carried herself where people knew, okay, I respect myself. She carried herself that way. Then I would look outside of me standing next to my mother at the store holding her hand, and I'd see other ladies who were physically just as beautiful as my mom. No, my mom, she's the most beautiful. But you get what I'm saying, like very beautiful ladies, but they're not, it's not even the sexual thing. They're talking all, throwing their head back. Y'all thought I was going to say loud and crazy. No, when I was little, women didn't really do all the loud, ratchet, throwing, knocking down stuff in the store, but they'd be talking to men, throwing their head back, mouth wide open, laughing, just doing a lot of touching on the man's shoulder, and that kind of stuff right there. See, you might have said, "Oh, I thought you were going to say that that's slutty." No, but it was the way the woman carried herself. I knew, oh, that's not how women should act, because my mommy showed me how women should act. So what am I getting at? Fast forward to today. My daughter knows. My daughter sees twerking. She sees women talking filthy. She's not drawn to it. She has an aversion to it because that's not who she's been taught to be, aka programmed to be. And guess what? She doesn't hate those women. She doesn't say, oh, those whores, those sluts. I'm so very honored of how I raised my daughter. Now, have there been women out there who've tried to harm me and done things to me, and I've said some choice words to them and they've said some choice words to me? Yes, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a collective in the society, a group of people. Do we have to do better in every single way? Yes. But what we need to do is look at that. When I said, if you see the title, I said the METAMATRIX. We as women need to be the METAMATRIX. Everybody wants to be a queen. Everybody wants to be a goddess, of course. But we need to embrace our feminine divine first, and we need to be forgiving. We need to forgive ourselves. This is how we become the mega goddess, and we're the meta matrix. We transcend the matrix, which is the womb. We transcend the matrix, but we still are the matrix. We're the womb. We're the life. We don't harm other feminine divine, those who are leaking their feminine divine, in a sense. Get it? I don't harm a woman that I see who's making bad choices. And sometimes it's hard because those women who make those bad choices with their sexuality, a lot of times they will be very disrespectful to other women because it's an extension. Stay with me. They disrespect themselves, so then they also disrespect the ones that are familiar, that look like themselves. But then guess what's lying right in the middle of all this, right in the center of all of it? Love. Someone who's crying out, someone who's in pain. See, getting back to censorship, as a collective whole, we should say it's not sexy to joke about your private parts, how they function and how they get a certain way and how you can do this and that with them. It's not cute. See, that's a collective group. That's a society thing. That's not a witch hunt and a target. We don't target women, especially not young girls who don't know any better. They didn't have the upbringing. We don't target them and make them feel like, oh, you're the problem. What we do is say, oh, okay, you're twerking, you know, all right. Well, you sure are twerking, and that's something that you're doing right now. But can I show you this? Look at this. Why don't you become a professional choreographer? Or I'm giving an example. Why don't you go out and teach women how to do other things appropriately? Dance, do African dance. You can be just as sexy instead of jumping out in the middle of the street when the red light and twerk. You'll get more respect for yourself and then for others, and then you'll get your power back. See, when you just jump out and twerk, or you just sleep with whoever, and you let men treat you like garbage, then you lose your power. You're handing your power away. So why would I be angry with you when you're giving away your power? I have to show you a better way. Maybe that wasn't the greatest example talking about dance, but you get what I'm saying. If you're letting everybody have sex with you, I say, well, hold on. Do you know that that's power, right? And shout out to the women out there who are trying to show women a better way, and showing women, peace, Latoya, peace, Greg. Showing women a better way isn't showing women how to manipulate men. No, we're talking about balance, because we have sons, right? We have fathers and brothers. I'm not showing you how to manipulate, but I am going to show you that you better hold on to your power and know what it is. Also, don't let people convince you that you're not good enough, because when you're told you're not good enough, that's when you start giving your sex away. Oh, I'm not worth anything anyway. Strippers, sex trafficking. This video is obviously not for children. My channel isn't for anyone under 18. So we have to go, we can't just attack the feminine. We definitely need to protect the woman at all cost. I love the children. I love them. And once the children is there, I obviously protect the child first. However, yes, I have a however. Who makes the child? The mother's body. Yes, the man gives the seed. I don't leave men out. But who creates the child in her body? The woman. Protect the woman at all costs. Like in the beginning, when we first started getting together and making tribes as people. Can I go there? Let's go all the way back in time. Before we had civilizations. Oh, be civilized, right? Before we had civilizations and we only had tribes and we were surviving. You think the woman was being called a whore? No. What she was doing is mating. And she was creating lives. And this, I'm talking before. I'm talking about way before patriarchy. Now, y'all, I'm not promoting polyandry, but I'm telling you facts. dare I say purity? When we go all the way back, I'm talking about, let's do 3200 BC? I'm going to be safe, right? So trying to get like pre-civilization, like right when we're just getting our, we survived. And women were, let me go back even before that. Let me say 4000 BCE, just to be safe. Nobody was calling women whores. They were giving their bodies, they were having the sex, and the fertility was sacred. That's why you see in so many religions sacred, what is it? Sex magic, sex worship, sex magic, sacred sex, temple prostitution. Sex was sacred, and who's the epitome of sex? The woman. She represents fertility because she's the one who brings forth the life. Yeah, the man has the act. He does act, and I'm not diminishing the position of the men, but I'm telling the truth. Let's be honest. Can we be honest? Can we please be honest? Because men, you're secure and you're right. You've got the rod. You do all the rapping. You do all the hitting, all the knocking, all the banging. You're the boss. We get it. You are the power. You've got the physical prowess. You're the strong pillar that stands side by side with the matrix. You are the pillar in the matrix. Check. In fact, you see the rod, the male, we're talking about the male member, the phallus. We've got the pillar holding up the house. Who's the house? The woman is the house. You didn't know that? It's factual. The woman is the house. Even in the language, when you look at the language of Hebrew, it says bath, and bath also, it means house, and guess what it also means? It means daughter. It's feminine. So back in time, the woman was the one who was sexual. We still are, but see, we're being called, oh, you being a whore, and then we're just, and then in the cycle, because we're one unit, male, female together. When society tells us this is all you're worth, here comes the paradox. Remember I said that was the foundation, the woman, the womb, bringing forth more life, right? So then here's the corruption, I should say. Oh, you ain't worth nothing besides what's between your legs. It's been corrupted. No. I'm the survival. That's what you meant, right? Now it's, let me just use you up like an old disposable glove. I got what I want and I throw you away. No, but I'm the survival. I'm the motherfuller. You motherfulling right. I'm the motherfuller. Let's be motherful and merciful and honest. Let's be women and understand each other. We don't have to play with the ones who want to tear us down, who aren't quite ready. But what we're not going to do is keep on calling each other whores and sluts. Even, look, I'm not the sex police, but what I know is this: women aren't the problem. Women aren't the problem. It takes for this is another, check this out. It takes the woman to sit back and say, okay, we're going to have to start a tribe here. And shout out to my sister Gemini, the goddess. I got this from her. Freya Hera Oshun Hathor says, patriarchy has always been the strong rule, the strong rule the weak. Yes, that is absolutely true. Sex was sacred because we weren't promiscuous. We wasn't promiscuous. Now it's not anymore. Hallelujah. Perfect comment. I'm going to leave that up for a minute. Peace to you, Lady Kier, my sister. Exactly. We have to get the balance. What happened was when the power There's two things that went through the mind of the father, the masculine, the man. Wow, this is a valuable being. We worship this one. Protect the woman at all cost. She's the one that brings forth more of us. And then the other one said, I need that. I need to control that because she brings forth more of us. And if I can control that, see, not her, seeing us as an object, but not an object to be worshipped or an object to be revered or an object to be protected, or no. Here comes the objectification of, I need to use that. I want that to bring forth babies. I want that to make me feel good. I want that to be a symbol of, look what I got. You don't got it. I got the best. And I got a few of them. Look at all of them I got down. Look at all of my, and I'm pro poly, so don't, but this is the facts. So how did that one, the one who had the imbalanced thought in the mind, just like women and men today are looking at women saying, oh, they're the problem. Look at her up there twerking, and look at her being a slut, and look how she talks about her private parts. Oh, she's the issue. And as women, we join with men and other women who will do a witch hunt and say, let's destroy her. That's a way of helping the problem. You're helping the destruction and the negativity against women. Does that mean we're not supposed to sit back and we have to take each other aside, sisters? Let me tell you, I'm tired of hating women. I am tired, and I don't even hate them. I'm tired of being so disgusted with other women who try to destroy me because they are competing with me to say, I want to be the goddess. No, I want to be. We can all vibrate in the tribe as the goddesses, but we're the METAMATRIX. Yeah, there's mega goddesses, but let's say we're the METAMATRIX. We transcend, we master what we know we are masters of. That's the deep. Sit back and think about that. I'm sitting here, and I have been so blessed to come forth in this realm as a woman. Oh my gosh. I'm a woman. I actually was born as a woman. I'm the life. I'm the body. I'm the house. I am the matrix. I'm the womb. I'm the life. I am the living. And I bring forth not only other women, I bring forth men. And they love me. What is my reward? What do you think when you're carrying a baby, the women who've had children? Peace out, Sherilyn. Let me see. I found you on Satnet through Princella. She have a lot of points on this matter. I love my brother, but I don't co-sign to bullshit too much low vibrational energy. Well, you know what? Peace and love to you, and I love you very much, and I'm glad you found me. And you know what? Let me tell you about Princella. When I sat and talked to her, I was excited, Sherilyn. I'm getting emotional. I was so excited to hear. See, I knew off rip, I didn't really ever watch her, but I had heard about her through my sister Genesis. But then when I met her, I was like, this is wonderful. The only thing, listen, Sherilyn, only thing that was a big deal, which is a spot in the feast, like a little fly in a whole a batch of food is still going to make the food nasty, right? The fly that she put into the feast was when she said, and men don't deserve to live and they can't love. Oh, no, baby. No. Let me sit with me, Princella. I love you. We are the METAMATRIX. We bring forth all this goodness. How dare you say that about what we bring forth? And I was going to, that brings me to what I'm going to talk about. I was going to say, when you're carrying a child, and those of you who are too young or haven't had the chance to have be pregnant and carry a baby, that's fine. Those of you sisters out there who your bodies won't allow you to have babies, you're still a woman, you're still with us. But hear me out, hear me out. When you're carrying that child in your womb, all you want is that child to survive and love you and be loved. Let me do those 3 points. You want that child to survive. Well, wait, survive, love you, and be loved. See how basic that is? I want my child from my womb, and we give birth to everything and everyone. They say you women couldn't survive without us. Yeah, wait, hold on. The us is from us. You don't come out of my womb and tell me, oh, what are you bringing to the table? Or you're not you just came out of my womb. I just made you. I made you, world. I made you, mankind. I made you. And now that we're dropping the ball, we're forgetting about the feminine divine. We're forgetting about the motherful. We are the motherfullers. We're going to start saying that. We're forgetting that we are the motherfullers. We are the merciful mega goddesses. We're forgetting it. And what are we doing? Now what's the result of us forgetting? And instead we remember the lyrics to a song and go get your money and clap them. And I was bending over and it's so wet. And oh, no. You forgetting you're more than what's between your legs. You are the entire house from head to toe. You make the life. So we are the ones that need to say, okay, it's imbalance. Now we're having the objectification and the self-hatred, meaning twerking and just come on and get some. And we have the most disease as Black women. We are infected. Hold on, let's talk. See, when I say that, people hear that and they get triggered, say, oh, you're going to blame the Black woman? No, actually, I'm going to tell the truth. When you see Black women talking about other Black women, calling them hoes and, oh, you got HIV. Women have done that to me. And I don't have HIV. But I sit back and I go, do you know that Black women in America are leading in HIV infections? And I'm talking about heterosexual, non-intravenous drug abusing. That means they don't shoot up drugs and share needles. They're leading in infections. Why? Why are we leading? Because we don't care. We see they don't care about us, so we don't care about us. No. You need to lock it all the way down. Everybody needs to sit back. Yes, that's true. There's a lot of sisters doing this. I'm not telling you anything new. We need to go ahead as a tribe and get this celibacy locked down. Now, do we have needs? Yeah, but we need to reboot. Does that mean you have to walk around in a beekeeper outfit? No, you could wear your yoga pants. You can wear your little cute tops. You can wear your Timu, I don't know, club hopping outfit. You can wear what you want to wear, but carry yourself the way you say, no, don't play with me. And you don't get to approach me. You don't get to talk about me. And if I don't respond to you and your disrespect because you think because I'm wearing a certain thing, you have a green light to disrespect me. And then when I show you, I carry myself and I'm a lady. And when I say lady, that's old fashioned, that I respect myself. Then you think you can curse me out or kill me. That is actually happening. And then when that happens, ladies, I'm talking to the ladies, that's when we hive mind together. We Voltron up and then we destroy. We demand that person gets kicked out of the tribe, ostracized, exiled. Just like we got together and we do it all the time for when black men and black women, when our people are harmed, we Voltron up when we see women being attacked. And I keep saying this about myself, and I say it about and I say this about other sisters. I use misunderstood because people know her on the internet. I don't condone people sharing people's pictures. Well, she's a hoe and she could do what she wants to do with her pictures with an adult. If she doesn't want, hold on. See, somebody would listen and say, "Oh, I thought you said we respect." Respecting yourself doesn't mean that you can't be sexual. Respecting yourself doesn't mean that you can't be a woman in a relationship and have a. Now I'm talking about we got to think about that celibacy, but I'm put that in the back burner. Don't get upset, brothers, but I'm being real about that. We need a reboot. We need a reboot collectively. I'm talking about, I'm not telling women to hold back from their husbands. I'm talking about single women who are out there looking for love or waiting for their right man. Lock it down. I've always taught this. Uh-uh. You know, there's a song I love, Stefflon Don. Perfect example of Stefflon. She's sexy. She does her videos. She does her rap, and she even talks about her private parts. But guess what? She doesn't disrespect herself. She has a song that says you gotta marry the nana before I ride the banana. I know it sounds very crass, but she said, you got to marry the nana before I ride the banana. Don't give away your power. It's power. Don't let anybody say, I didn't want it anyway. They're a goddamn lie. Oh, you're too old. They're a goddamn lie. You're too fat. They're a goddamn lie. You don't have a booty. You're too skinny. They're a goddamn lie. You are a woman. You have a power. You have a power. Look in the chat. Let's see. Peace, Mandinka. So I kind of went off, but let's get back to what we're creating. When I say the METAMATRIX, and nobody has said this yet, I don't think, not in our community, because I put it together, the word METAMATRIX. Meta means to go beyond, to examine what you already know it should be examining. Like, think of a lucid dream. When you're in a dream, but you know it's a dream and you're aware, so you have power over the dream. So meta would be you being in the matrix and being the matrix as women. And brothers, by the way, if you're deep and you understand it enough, you can also embrace this for your own growth. You can say, yeah, I know she was talking to women about their power and yes, and about, you know, the womb. But guess what? I don't have to be taken it. You're not going to take me for granted. You're not going to take advantage of me as a man. I stand up, I do my part, I protect, I provide, I love, I adore. Oh, you gotta be, if you're a man and you're not adoring your woman, you're failing. You're failing. Shout out to the goddesses and the matrices, the matrices who have the man who's very strict and stern, and you know he loves you. You tell yourself in your mind, oh, I know he loves me. He's being stern, but oh, this man loves me, because he does love you, but he doesn't adore you to you. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he adores you secretly. That's not enough, brothers. You need to adore this matrix. You need to adore the meta matrix, because she's, you know how they say Santa Claus, he sees you when you're sleeping. She sees you when you're sleeping. Are you trying to make the woman God? No, I'm not trying to make the woman God. I'm trying to show you that the woman is the first God. Don't play with me anymore. I know I got to tiptoe through the tulips, but I got to tiptoe through the tulips, okay? Listen, we're the first God. Let's stop playing. When God was conceptualized in the very beginning of consciousness, of the high level consciousness, the meta matrix, because That's basically the consciousness is to, when you go beyond what you're in, you're conscious. Get it? If I'm in this realm and I'm existing and I look outside and I examine what I'm already in, I'm now the METAMATRIX. So I digress. When we first started conceptualizing God, what did we look at? Food. How long did that take us to know, oh, this ain't God because I'm eating it? No, the one who brought forth the life. Again, I know the man provides the seed, but the man doesn't build the person inside of himself, and the man doesn't bring forth after the person's been built and then feed the person from his actual body, from his bosom. And the man doesn't hold that child and cover that child with all his being inside the womb and outside the womb. And that's why you love us. That's why you love us. That is why you love us so much. That's why you go crazy over us. That's why you would die for us, because we are life. We're your life. You literally cannot live without us. You know the songs like, I can't live without you. I know you can't. So why are you trying to act like I am expendable or put limits on, well, if you're not this age and if you're not this weight and if your booty isn't this big, and no, don't do that. Oh, if you don't take off the wig, or if you don't put on the wig, or if you don't take off the eyelashes, if you don't sit down somewhere or go build a house and come and rock my world and fight while we fight together and you scare people away, if you don't get in order and let me give you life, it's going to be a problem. And that is the problem. So while we're focusing on, oh, you women shouldn't be wearing this, you women shouldn't be twerking, you women shouldn't be, how about we figure out that, how about start telling women I'm not talking about what you say, simps. And that word is very, 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 there's a slippery slope. It's contextual. So it only is in context. I'm not talking about some man who lets a woman walk all over him and she doesn't give him anything back. Let me say that again. Oh, you thought, hey, Wigs and Wine, I wasn't looking in the chat. Let me read some of the comments. Some tales of some tales of Amazonian women and women like Queen Kalia, when there were no men, I got you, when there were no men and only women on earth. Yes, I've seen that story. I've heard that story. They say the women got bored and created a man as their mate. That's science. I don't know about the board, but I know that science and evolution. I'm still waiting for that debate. Peace, orgasm. She's right, I can't front. See, this is right here. We need this brother to lead the conversations with men, and then on our end we stop playing around with each other and hating it. I'm talking women. We need to stop this all, oh well, I heard she did this, and oh, nobody likes her because she's always trying to run women away, and oh, I heard that she's a guy. We need to stop, and we need to get our tribe together. You want to call it the V tribe? I'm all for it. It's not a tribe to go against women like our sister against men like our sister Princella. It's a tribe to get us in order to know we deserve to be told the truth, that we are the power, we are the life. And then what do we do, ladies? Tell the truth. We open ourselves up and give ourselves away. The man is the prize. If he's the prize, why are they killing each other to get what we have? To implant their seed and have us bring forth their children. That's why we have so many men just having sex with women, leaving them behind, because nobody's putting the brakes on and say, hold on. Number one, by the way, remember, I'm pro-poly, sisters. You might not like this. We need to get together and do this right. Okay, we're going to have this man together. Remember the story that sister just said about the Amazonian women making You think that in the story they all go and share that man. I'm sorry, I'm not saying we all need to share one man. I'm not promoting that. But what I'm saying is when I promote poly, I say I'm poly, I'm not folly. I don't promote poly like, and he can just have sex with me and go and talk to everybody else and have sex with them. Oh, you got me messed all the way up. That's not how we do this. See, poly is for us, for the women. It's for us. And the man is, he's happy as a clam. He's smiling. See, men, you know how they say men are very easy, just give them peace, give them respect. That's true. So poly is for us. What you're not going to do is try to play us. I'm talking about how these men have all these babies' mamas. Instead of fighting with each other in the streets, fist fighting, pulling each other's hairs out, running each other down, killing each other over a baby daddy, you need to talk to each other. And guess what? There are women who do this, and I love these. These are the sisters that are around my age and older than me. But I want the younger women to hear me. You need to get together and stop playing with each other. Stop playing with each other. Stop putting each other down. Stop being a pick-me, trying to see who can get chosen, who can get adored most. I don't want to be adored by men by putting women down. That was me in 2011 when I was a radical Hebrew Israelite who were being told by men who were teaching the Bible incorrectly, saying that God hates women and God thinks women aren't as good as men. That's a damn lie, because God is a mother, a father, and a child. That's God. God isn't just a father. Yeah, you didn't know that? I'm telling the truth now. I'm on my channel. God isn't just a father, you thought? Just like a family isn't just a father. Just like when we're being told by society, ready? Are you ready? METAMATRIX, all the METAMATRICes. Hear me out. I see you in the chat. We're told, oh, leave them single mothers alone. Wait, hold up. You're the part of the Godhead that left because you didn't respect the power. You do realize I have you right here. This is your child. I actually have you. You can run away from yourself, my brother. There's a cycle. You can run and run and run, but I got you. This is you right here. And I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emotional because the God, the man, the father who gives the child to the matrix, he never was told by his matrix, his mother, you are me. Do you know how special you are? You came from me. And you are your father. Look at him. You are us. And father, he never saw his father turn to her and say, your mama's right. We wouldn't be anything without her. Can I get somebody put a 1 in the chat, put some flames or something. Put it in there. He's never been told in the vicious cycle by his father, your mama is right. Your mama's the best. We couldn't do anything. We wouldn't be here without her. See, there's so many brothers listening to this right now saying, no, what's she saying? I wouldn't it's a battle. We got to debate. That's the problem. Remember when black men used to turn to their children and say, you better listen to your mom. Your mama's right. Well, we're nothing without her. Does that mean he's a weakling or a simp? No, that means he knows the power and he is a God over all. Because remember, we hand our power over to him. That's the part I didn't really finish saying. That's the cold part of being the matrix, the METAMATRIX, the Motherfuller. We bring forth the life and we say, I want you to be better than me, but I'm the one that made you. Check. That's a mother. I give you the life. I gave you power. Now be better than me and rule. In the Bible, yes, I have to use the Bible because I know the story the best, but it's in every holy writing. Solomon, Bathsheba, his mama, and I got a whole esoteric lesson on this. Bathsheba, his mother, goes to the king, David, and says, you promised that my son would be king, but somebody else is trying to be king. And he said, I got you. The king submitted to the will of the mother. I know that sounds deep, but think about it. See, people see it, oh, you want me to be a simp? Was he being a simp? He said, no, I got you. I will do this for you. And then he said, my son will be king. I got more for you in this story. Solomon gets on the throne. What do you think happens when he's on the throne? Who got him to the throne? His mama. His daddy put him there. His mama went and reminded the daddy. Get it? His mama petitioned for it. So when he's on the throne, go read the scripture if you think I'm lying. It says, when Bathsheba, his mother, approached the throne, Solomon bowed to her. Okay, let me let that marinate. Let me let you meditate on that. We're in the METAMATRIX, right? Solomon stepped down from his throne and bowed to her. So the mother is your power and your God. She gives you the power, not just as a child, but even she gives her husband the power. The father, she gives the father the power. Does he repay her with evil and say, I leave you to be by yourself, and then I ridicule you and say, look at her by herself? No, that's death and imbalance. No, the king submits to the will of his queen, and the queen rewards him by giving him an heir that is a king. And then the king's son bows to the mother. And then not only did he bow to her, then he set a seat on his right hand and put her in it on the throne. Oh, go read the Bible in the real way, not how men who are hateful teach it. Read the feminine divine in the Bible. Read it. Go read it. You'll find it. Oh, so King Solomon bowed to his mom. And not only did he bow, he put a seat next to him on the throne, and she sat next to him. Oh, I guess he was a simp, or he was a punk. Don't let her rule. That's that pimp mind is dead. Hallelujah that we're coming for all these sex traffickers. I am so tired of people complaining about Diddy and the same people exalt pimping in our community. Oh, you're a pimp. Oh, is he? Polygyny isn't pimping. It's a man who rightfully in his nature will desire multiple women, but then it's women who get together and say, you get to do this the right way. You're not going to sneak. You're not going to lie. You're not going to sit up with other women telling them how much better they are than me. That's toxic, and that's death, and it's imbalance. Because remember, we are the METAMATRIX women, and we are the tribe. We need to start focusing on our tribe within our people. I'm not trying to do that corny. Sisterhood is real, but it's very, 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 very difficult. You know why? Because we're all powerful. I'm even going to stop telling women, you're not on my level. That's feeding into the toxicity. Instead, I want to say, come up on, I want you to come sit in the VIP with us, with the others. It's not just me. I need all my sisters. I need Wigs and Wine. I need Sherilyn. I need Latoya. I need Gemini the Goddess. I need Lady Kier. I need Mrs. Graham. I could go on and on and on to Sakina Ra. I need my sisters to come together with me. It's not just me. We need to come together and say, all right, did you see baby girl out there running around? And, jumping from rod to rod, people telling her that she's the problem and, oh, she's a hoe. We need to pull her aside and say, okay, like Jesus did with Mary Magdalene and the others. That's what we need to do. Let me read the comments. Okay, Irgasm says, stop that green tea pimping, brothers. Sick of y'all wolves. Thank you, Irgasm. Wigs and Wine says, right. The woman created the man to provide and protect. That's their duty. And see, somebody got triggered off that truth. And his reward is that. Well, see, people don't get it that don't get it. That's why we need the METAMATRIX. We need METAMATRIXes. We need you, the METAMATRIX. You're a METAMATRIX, Wigs and Wine. Latoya, you're a METAMATRIX. Gemini, you're a METAMATRIX. Sakina, Lady Kier, Charlene. If I didn't name you, Latoya, everybody knows who I'm saying. Those who resonate with me, right? So we need to say to the man, when you do me right, I'm not talking about the women who have been, there's some things that need to be undone, a lot of work, a lot of cleansing, the mind of, oh, I can't, and peace and love to my bestie Tahuti. Peace and love to you. I see you. I see you. But let me say this. So there might be a sister out there. Okay, let's use the ones that are really just, oh my gosh, she's horrible, right? Let's use her. When we say horrible, I mean, she's out there. She's making her money. She's I don't care about all that BS. I'm getting mine. Oh, I'm having sex with the old man. He shouldn't have got caught slipping. He wanted me instead of you. He said my booty's bigger than yours. Y'all know all that, right? Oh, he was sitting on the phone telling me how you don't treat him right and I treat him better. Y'all know how that works, right? I'm talking about that one. That one that we lose, that we say, I need some patience with this one because she's a problem. She still is in a program because at night, my loves, when she's not, let's say she can't get any weed, she can't get any alcohol, no pills, and she's all by herself. And when she takes her hair down and takes off her eyelashes and takes off her makeup and she just sits there and looks in the mirror, she doesn't love herself. But she should love herself, right? She doesn't love herself for all the things that she's been told about herself over the years in a cycle. Her mama told her this. I could tell you somebody that I can't stand right now, and she's young, but I know she needs help. There's a young woman that I know, my friend's daughter. She spoiled this little girl. So it wasn't her mama telling her she's not anything. And this girl, she let her baby die from a head injury. She knew the baby needed to go in. She was too busy driving her friend to go see a new guy. And this is what she did during the day when the baby should have been at the hospital. And she was, doing her live stream with her eyelashes on. She's in her 20s, young. See, those are the ones that we lose the patience with, but we need to come together. That's when I need my other METAMATRIXes to say, no, Napah, come on, hold on. I say, don't get mad. Don't snap. And say, okay, yeah, okay. We need to get her. She needs some help. She needs some help. She may be above our pay grade. She's definitely above mine, so I'm going to pass it on to you. Get what I'm saying? So we have to start we need to be a tribe. And then let me go to the older women. There's some old women out there who have always been let down, never had love, never had anybody to love them. And then they start being messy. And when I say old, I mean 40, 50, 60, right? And then they go around and what they do, the way they work is they sit at the door and wait for you to make the wrong move with your man. So they can catch him up with, come on over. I just made a whole lasagna. Oh, I know you like Italian. I heard you say. I was talking to her the other day, and you made lasagna. She ain't made lasagna for years. I heard you talking about it. Come on in. No, we need to talk to her too. Stop it. Not because, and I'm not gonna say get your own man. How about this? Come and love us for real. We love you. We need you in the METAMATRIX. We need you to be a METAMATRIX. We don't need you to be that old lady who's sitting at the door trying to catch whatever you can catch, like a dream catcher, or like some fly paper. We don't want you to be a Venus fly trap. We want you to sit on the throne and people look at you and go, like they do Queen Afua or Shahrazad Ali. We want them to say, oh, God, I would love to be just in the presence of this one. They're not even thinking of you in a sexual way. Or, maybe I take that lie back. Men are always thinking about sex with women. Real heterosexual men in the inappropriate way, not like creeps, but like, damn, she's beautiful. Gosh, she's sexy. So I digress. What I'm saying is, we need you to get in order, just like we need the little 20-year-olds who are twerking and think it's okay to talk about their private parts. We need the older women. Stop trying to sit around and do shit the wrong way. If you want to be loved, stop trying to get love from the men first. Get love from your sisters, because we are you. And then you go and get the love from the men in the right way. Because then you realize, oh, I'm not in competition. I mean, granted, women are hypergamous, and we have what we call that program inside of us that we've always competed. But we need to learn how to reprogram ourselves. And if it is going to be a competition, it has to be a constructive, loving competition, not an undermining. I got to tear her down for him to love me, or for her, even for me to get this job. I got to tear the other woman down. I got to go whisper in the boss's ear. You know, I saw her stealing some staplers. Did you tell her to take those 50 staplers home? Oops, I'm sorry. No, we need to stop that. Just like we could look at each other. I want y'all to go watch Black Lady Sketch Show. Oh my God, it's so funny. Go look at the skit that they do. Just Google it. Black Lady Courtroom. Black Lady Courtroom. Black Lady Courtroom. The depth of it is, even though they're all in there and they have their own roles, like the judge is supposed to keep order, and the bailiff is the one who's down there protecting the judge and keeping order, that on her level, keeping order and protecting the courtroom. Then we have the plaintiff, and we have the prosecutor and the defendant. We have even the jury is black ladies. It is so beautiful. Not just that it's like, hell yeah, because it's black ladies, but even if it was just all women, feels good. No, I'm not a feminist. We're sick. And when you're sick, you got to do some you got to talk radically. You know, chemotherapy, that could kill you if you're healthy. But when you got the cancer, it keeps you alive. It kills what needs to be killed. So the stuff I'm saying isn't against men. I am heterosexual. I am pro polygyny. I love men. I'm a mother. I'm a daughter of a father that raised me. I have 5 brothers. I am a wife. But we need to tell the truth. Now let me read this. Peace, DJ Genesis. Anonymous Hebrew, peace to my brother. Okay, let me see. Where was her father? What did he do? He was over in England, in the islands, and then in England, raising a new child. Let me read these comments. And if a man is going to be the head of multiple women, he definitely needs to provide for all of them. That part right there. Don't let anybody tell you we're going to do polygyny and you need to get out there and I need you to get this job. Okay. You need one wife, sir. Okay. You need one wife. No, it don't work that way. Does that mean that women can't work? Hear me out. Does that mean that polygyny doesn't help and build? Of course it does, because you have multiple incomes. But if he's telling me I got to come into this place because I got to come in and work and because we're hypergamous and you're polygynous, there's there's got to be balance. That's the deal. You get these multiple wives. I get a support group, but I also, you're getting all these wives. And I'm supposed to take care of you? Okay, I don't think so. I can get one Pookie or Ray Ray and take care of him, and he will do everything I say, and he will he will sneak around and be with other people. Yes, of course. And that's where it goes wrong. So let's do it the right way. Okay. So Freya Harris said, Oshun Hathor says, Shahrazad Ali said it best. We're in this situation because we don't hold other women accountable. Yes, see, and you know what? I've interviewed my sister, the elder, the queen, the METAMATRIX, Shahrazad, multiple times, I think 3 times. I've talked to her on this phone privately for about 4 times. When she says hold each other accountable, people think, oh, that means attack and bash. Oh, you see, no. Let me talk to you, Black conscious community. Listen, Black consciousness community, listen to me. And I'm saying Hebrews, Muslims, Moors, Black power men. I'm not beating sisters up by holding them accountable. I'm taking them aside, just like brothers take each other aside. And I'm going to say, listen, I love you. You don't need to do this. And the cold part is, when you realize your power, he will realize your power because you will stand up and say, You think Shahrazad Ali's husband is running her around like a dog and like treating her like a doormat? Have you ever seen him? Somebody put a one in the chat for me. Have you ever seen her husband? Grand opening, grand closing. Because he knows he knows the formula. Does that mean, oh, he's a simp, he's in background? No, he knows the formula. This is my queen. She needs to teach the women. People think the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman is a book for Black men to attack Black women. No, it's a book for us to listen to what a Black woman, Shahrazad Ali, is saying. A Black woman who is getting respect, a Black woman who's got a good marriage. Now, granted, she's Muslim, right? I'm not going there. We don't over here. We don't subscribe to. Hold on. We don't subscribe to misogyny. Y'all thought I was going to say Islam. No. We could do Islam. We could do the Hebrew Israelite. But you better know who you are. We have one of our sisters who comes over here. I'm not going to put her unless she wants to say something in the chat. Peace ascent. Peace ascent. We will subscribe to anything that we want to subscribe to that's spiritual. I'm saying like the Bible or Quran. What I'm saying is, don't believe the hype that's been programmed into the text or into these groups. Oh well, you need to beat your wife lightly. Who said that? Whose daddy is doing that? And that's flying. That's some crap that was done. Yes, I said crap. Excuse me. Yes, I said crap. That's some crap that was written in some desperation back in what? I'm just throwing this out here. I don't know, 300 BC. I mean 300 AD, 300 CE. Like beat your wife lightly. Nope. I'm even figuring out. I figured it out a long time ago, actually, when my children were still small. Beating children it's not as effective as sitting down and talking to and really understanding your child. And see, that's something that's hard to do because I brought this child into the world, but we got to humble ourselves even as parents. Husbands have to humble themselves as husbands. And guess what? Of course, women, we already know. I don't need to keep telling the women we need to humble ourselves. That's what we're always doing, humbling ourselves. We humble ourselves every time we lay down on our back and let somebody get on top of us. Sorry to sound crass, but I'm being factual. I'm not running anything. Let's be real. But yeah, spiritually and mentally, yeah, you're supposed to humble yourself. And we do. We hand the power over to a man who deserves it, like Shahrazad Ali's husband. Like the men who don't think that if they admit that their wife is the power and the reason that everybody's around, those men deserve the power handed over to them. We hand our power over to the men who don't try to pimp slap us or tell us off in front of everybody because they don't want other men to think they're weak. But you just weakened yourself because I'm your life source. I'm your power. I'm your cushion that you come and lay down on when things are rough. I'm the one that you come to when you need to bring forth another one of you. You want me to give birth. I'm saying as the women, right? I'm the one who, when everything is gone, you've lost everything. I'm still covering you. I'm not standing with you. You're inside the house. You're inside of me. Now what are we going to do? Let's get it done. I got you. Because you are my pillar. You see, in the scriptures it says, "Oh, the woman is the pillar." No, the man is the pillar. How am I a pillar? I mean, just the symbolism. That's a phallus. That's a phallus symbol. You're the pillar that holds the house up. But I'm your house. And you do whatever you want with that house when you hold it up right. If you put in a faulty foundation, you put that pillar in wrong, it's going to fall down like Samson with the Philistines. Don't play with me. So you're the pillar in the house. See the cycle? Let me read the rest of these. Facts. She's not lying. Peace, Rebel. Ascenta Phoenix, she says, Shalom to Sister Napah. I have so much love and respect for you. Thank you so much for being here. I see, Ascent, you're like, remember I said you're like Siri? I don't even have to say much. Let me say this. You have the METAMATRIX mind. You have the wise mind. You are the mother. We know how to do the balance, right? And I'm not saying men don't know this, but I'm talking to the women. When we're the parents do this, mothers and fathers. But when daddy is at work or when daddy's out doing things, fighting crime or whatever, keeping us safe, mom has to deal with everybody there. She's the government. Okay, I know you took that toy from so-and-so, but why did you take it? And why did you hit them when they took the toy? Do you want to say sorry? Well, okay, that was last week. Did they not say sorry to you? That's us. So I get it. We're the METAMATRIX. Let's see. I want to get through these comments. I wanted to go back and read. Let me see. Did I miss something? Patriarchy. Here's Latoya. Patriarchy not only hurts women, it actually, in my opinion, affects men worse. Let me talk to you about that. Patriarchy is beautiful, but I know what you're saying. I understand the context. Toxic patriarchy, imbalanced patriarchy. And for me, it's no longer patriarchy. It's misogyny. It's not. I love that word patriarchy. And I know it's been used just like the word feminist and like a patriarch and a feminist, they have negative connotations in our society. But being a feminist really at its core isn't negative, but it's been used in a toxic way to harm men. And it also harms women. Patriarchy in society has been used to harm women, and then it harms men. So misogyny is what it really is. Toxic patriarchy, toxic feminine. So yes. All right. So I like that, Wigs and Wine. God is you, the I am. My wife wants a poly relationship, but I adore her so much. I want to focus on her, to be honest. Interesting. I don't want to get in your business, but did you really? Basically you need to get to the core of why she wants a poly relationship, because that's no fun. If a man is saying, I just want to be with you, and a woman is like, I want to bring somebody else in, what's the difference when he's saying, I want to bring somebody else in, and she's saying, no, I don't? So again, see, I'm not against, I believe in balance. I know there should be balance. So men, women, if we want to be treated a certain way, we got to also treat men a certain way. So you got to talk to her about that. Like, why do you want to bring somebody else in if I don't want anybody else in? What's the underlying issue with that? There's more to that. Wigs and Wine says, thank you for sharing that orgasm. I'm glad you're here. Please, everybody, hit the like. Hit the like. That's even more important to me than you subscribing, because I just like to get, everybody who's in here vibing. Hit the like for me. Get me in the algorithm more. Wigs and Wine said, notice successful, rich, powerful men always praise their wives. You're not lying. Everybody, I'm not the only one on fire. We're on the same frequency, vibrating high in truth. And even, they don't even always have to be rich, though. When you say successful, that means men who have been balanced too, because there are brothers who are working 9 to 5, construction workers. They have the best relationships because they praise that's my woman. Just like you saw Orgasm. He's like, we just saw Orgasm. I don't know, he might be rich, but he said, I adore her. Those are the men who are the power. They praise their wives. They give all the credit to their wives. And you know what happens when you're a good woman and a man keeps on giving you credit? You know what you do? You don't even feel comfortable. You give it right back. No. You did it. No, you guys, he did it. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. It was like, damn, you are so awesome. I don't know what I'd do without you. No, I don't know what I'd do without you. And we're not lying. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. I love love so much. We're not lying. It's so good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. Shout out to Teddy Pendergrass. So let's see. Food Nation says, Sister Lady Kier says, that's why I host these retreats for women in the wild. Yes. And I got to do one of your retreats one day, Lord willing, Most High willing, hopefully. working on this year's now. This year, or you mean the upcoming year? Let me know. Yeah, it's good to be careful with your body. Got to give it up. Word ban. Stop. Wait. Stop her when she starts lying. I haven't heard her one. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I was too late. Okay, Melanin Rich Nagas says, Shalom Napah. Shalom to the chat. Yes, Shalom. So just coming full circle. This is for the ladies and for the brothers. You might think, oh, Napah, not the brothers that are the darkest minds of the light, not the ones who are in the chat that said Shalom. I know all you brothers are husbands and lovers of women, and you respect women. I'm talking to the collective, all the general audience, right? That are male. Some of you might be like, here she is trying to turn women against men and telling women that they can go twerk and that they're not a problem. No, what I'm doing is making things so much sweeter for you. Because when a woman knows her power, then we will get back to when men didn't play with women, that 1920s, 1940s vibe, that sexy vibe, but it was ladies were ladies. Remember the pin curls? Ooh, I love the 1920s flappers, and and I'm not saying the dancing, but I'm just saying the days of the 30s, the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, when ladies were so beautiful, and we weren't any different. Sex was sex, but men didn't walk around saying all these hoes, and then they got praised. Yeah, there were men walking around saying all these hoes, and men, people were like, I ain't gonna be around him. I'm gonna go over here because we ain't gonna get no women with this sitting with this dude. But today, yeah, where's these hoes? That's where the table and every all the beautiful women are flocked around the rappers and the ball players who just use us up and then sit we're the prize. Oh, you are. Um, What was the movie when he says, "Can you dig it?" What's it say? Warriors, warriors. Yeah. Okay. Matrices, metamatrices. Let's get together. Let's Voltron up, and we're not going against the men. We're going to sit at our table. We're going to look pretty. We're going to be girly. I love girliness. And they're going to sit over there and they're going to say, "Wow, I got to be on my best behavior. I have to be flattering. I have to be charming. I have to adore because I want that woman. I don't want her just for one night. I'm not talking about trying to, because ladies, we got to be smart. Smooth talkers don't get your panties off. Not in the METAMATRIX. You need to show me that you respect me. Fun fact, let me tell you. No, well, here's a little story. When I was younger, obviously, when I met my children, my first husband, I met my children's father, my ex-husband. I was out. You do? Well, my Cash App information can be dropped by one of my mods. I appreciate you. Even when you send me your and I thank you for your Cash Apps that you do. Even if it's $1 to $5, I don't care. It just tells me I listened to you today, and here you go. So thank you so much for your support. You've supported me. I love you for that. I just want to let you know. Definitely appreciate it. My Cash App, $Napah. So, but if y'all could drop my Cash App, you're more than appreciated. But let me tell you a story, okay? Okay, no, let me get that down off there. We don't want to get sidetracked. Okay, so I was out at a party. It wasn't a club; it was a party, and my children's father wasn't my man or anything. I had met him that day, but I just knew. Okay, I was interested in him because he wasn't in my face like all of his friends. He wasn't, all just being thirsty. That's a turnoff when a guy is just like, there's a balance. You brothers know what I mean. Like, all up in your face and just won't leave you alone. And, so he was like, he wasn't ignoring me, but he was just sitting back in the cut somewhere talking to other people, but he would look over at me. That is sexy, right, guys? And I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm talking about men in general. When they don't get all in your face at a party, but then they'll be across the room staring at you. Whew. Yeah, that is interesting. That's my style. But anyway, I digress. So at the end of the night, more alcohol was drank by these guys, his people, other guys who he knew at the party. Those were his friends. One guy, I don't know what the hell got into him. I was walking by him and he hauled off and hit me on my butt as hard as he could. Oh my God. That was so much of a violation. And I turned, of course I was crying. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe some people would have knocked him out, and then you would have been right. But me, I said to him, "Why did you do that to me? Would you want somebody to do that to your sister or your mom?" And I was crying, but the part where I was saying, I couldn't even get all my words out. He ran from across the room and jumped in that was one of his best friends, jumped in his face, got up in his face, looking down at me, screaming, spit everything, face all, yo, what are you doing to her? Don't do that to her. He didn't even know me. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. Thank you. You made the cut. That doesn't mean you get the panties, because no. But you definitely are king God material. That's how men should treat women. Okay? Let me take it a step further. You might not even like the woman. You might not be having a connection with her, but you're in a party and you see some dudes disrespect her like that, and you just sit back. No, you better stand up. Now, you say, you want to get men killed. No, what I want you to do is be a man. Instead of say, you don't have to want to fist fight you. Yo, but what'd you do that to her for? Show her that she is safe. But no, the irony is women are in these parties twerking, taking their clothes off, and there's no protection. You might get somebody talk to you later and say he was wrong for doing that. No, we can't do that anymore. So what I'm saying to the brothers is, well, we know our power and we know how we should be treated. Then the quality men who are listening, you're going to get bowed down to. She's going to praise you. She's going to follow you everywhere you go like a little puppy dog. She's going to listen because she knows you're there. You protect me. You love me. You value me. You don't see me as just an object that somebody can hit me in my booty or grab my top, my breasts, or talk about me and send out my pictures and you just sit there and you just let it happen. And I even see you talking to the people who did it nicely. No, I'm hurt. I'm lost. I don't know where I am. I thought you were my God. My God protects me. And that's why we go to the mama. Yep, daddy protects mama and the kids, but mama holds the baby first in her womb, and she protects the baby with the food she eats, the stress that she avoids, and she does everything she's supposed to do to protect that baby. So, know your worth. Let's stop calling women hoes. I'm talking to myself too. Let's break that program. Let's do this together. I'm talking to the METAMATRIXes, the other motherfullers. We're going to change the mother effer word to a good mother effer word. I'm a motherfuller because I'm very motherful. I'm a motherfuller. I'm the METAMATRIX. I look on the outside of what the matrix is while I'm in the matrix. I am the consciousness. Okay? I think I said enough. Let me read. I remember that happened to, Eargasm says, I remember that happened to a young lady back in the days. The tunnel, I didn't have to raise up on the crew. I just bought them drinks while she stepped off. Laugh out loud. Actually, you know what? You still showed her. Again, yeah. Brothers, don't get killed. Remember, I said that was his best friend. Don't get killed. Thank you for saying that. I got to say this to the brothers, the men. Please don't jump in any wild ass Negro's face in a club because these young men have been raised by women who don't know their worth. And women have made these young men not see their value. And they will kill anybody that looks exactly or very similar to who they are. So thank you for saying that. Don't get killed in a club. If you see a man assault a woman in a club, you already know something's wrong with him. Be there for her. You know, try to help her, get her from being harmed. Take her to the side, get her away from him. And yeah, so thank you. Had that have been a club, well, my ex-husband would have done that. So let me use somebody else because he will beat somebody's ass. So if you're in a club and there's a woman that you find attractive and you see her being already, you know, let me tell you, a wise man, if you really find a woman attractive and you see some guys always around her, stalking her, you know, kind of just like, and you see her that she doesn't like it, and she vibes with you, try to do your male thing. I'm not a man, you know, finesse it to where you get her away from that, you get her protected. You know how to do it. You brothers know how to cut in smoothly. And oh yeah, those guys, they're jerks, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I told them that and I've done this before 1,000 times before I was married. Oh, that's my husband over there, or that's my boyfriend. Come on, do that. So good point. Don't get killed out there. Anonymous says, are you still doing debates? I know things are contentious right now. Yeah, I'm doing debates, but I'm not doing, I haven't, you know, no one's come along. But yeah, you know me, Anonymous. You know it's in me. It's in my blood. You know, just like you haven't done any debates, but I know you're down to do one. It's something about debates. I love them when they're done right. So, I might want to debate the feminine divine, something about this, because this is getting ridiculous. By the way, talking to my brother, Lex Vortex, I see you doing your growth, and it's awesome to hear you talk about love and want to, you know, grow. But I do want to say this to Lex Vortex. Stop being ashamed of Jesus, my friend. Okay, don't let Sonnet bully you. You should have came full throttle with all the facts. Okay, don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed of Jesus. Don't be ashamed of Yeshua, Yahushua, whatever you call him. Stop being afraid, because you know, and I'm telling you this out of love. You know this. You know what love says. You deny me, I deny you. How can I love you if you don't love me? That where they do that at? Right here. I'm raising my hand because I'm always loving when there's no love being returned. And yeah, you might say, well, that's what Jesus does. Not really. Jesus teaches us to be balanced. And what's the song? What's the song that says, I'm telling you I'm not going? That's the kind of love when I say I love and I don't get it back, because I know I'm going to get love. And you're going to love me. Not like a stalker way, but I'm saying in general, I'm talking about loving people, not relationships. I hold on for the best, even for those, you want to hear something, even the ones who want to destroy me. Yes, I'm not, dare I speak the name of Asmodeus and the Legion. Even them, I want the balance and the love. I hope for it. Now, if you cut me, I'm going to have to cut you so you can feel what I felt. I want you to be me. And I don't mean literally cut, but at the end of the day, when we're tired of cutting each other, we're tired and we're all bled out and all cried out and all beaten up. Let's pick each other up and say, okay, can we do this now? We got this out of our system. I know you and you know me now. Okay? So, Anonymous says, laugh out loud. Yeah, you a warrior like me. I mean, over on the other channel. I'm going to be debating. You mean like HOK debates? Yeah, I will do debates, you know, because they're the Zoom debates. So, yeah, I'll do them. I just won't be going on there anytime soon teaching anything, not because I'm boycotting. It just doesn't work out when I'm on there. And I'm not, this isn't negative. I mean, I'm telling you the truth and everybody sees it. Nobody's blind. Nobody's under a program or a gaslight. When I'm on there, I get disrespected, and I get disrespected on a high level, and I get you know, even I can't even teach my lesson or do an interview. But when other people come on, they get I mean, I worked on there. I was a co-host, so I know. He's like, we're going to protect the guests at all costs. Don't challenge the guests when we interview them, Napah. If anybody in the chat is saying anything, mods, I want you to time them out. Please don't get up here and start attacking the guests. But when I'm up there, it's completely opposite. As you saw the last time I was up there, I got up there to teach. Yes, I get cut off. I actually got up there to teach, and the first thing that came out of one of the first things was, why are you so scared to leave this Bible alone? And why don't you just go ahead and throw this Bible away? Like, why? What the hell? I thought I came up here to teach. Are you challenging our dear? And when I say Rod Hayes, it's because I love his interviews, because he's very entertaining and sometimes informative. Emphasis on sometimes. Because he's not informing me on stuff that I know a lot of the stuff he's talking about, and some of the stuff is not correct. But I love him and I appreciate him teaching. But I always use Rod Hayes because I know that Sonetter doesn't think Biggie and Tupac are still alive. Okay? And I know Sonetter doesn't think York is innocent. But it's silence. Silence like the cemetery in the morning. Well, there's birds chirping. Cemetery at night. Oh, well, you get what I'm saying. There's silence. Because Sonetter's one of the best interviewers. In fact, he is the best interviewer until I get my black behind up there. For some reason, it's time to try to make me look stupid. You have me a little fucked up. He wasn't doing this before. I don't know, maybe because he started learning the Bible a little bit better and somebody told him, I think you can get her. Somebody lied. I don't know if it's some of his brothers who are Hebrew Israelites or who. But this isn't about Sonetter. So the point is, I'm still married to him, but I'm not getting on the channel anymore. And that's for him too. Because he has a tendency to do the most disrespectful thing, like curse me out, kick me off of the panel, sit and talk to me after I'm gone, talk about me after I'm gone. And then when I go to my channel and talk about it, he says, why'd you go to your channel and talk about me? Do with your 30 people. Let me go to my 800 people and talk about you talking about me on your channel. Sonetter. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, Napah, words of wisdom tend to fall on the blind eyes and deaf ears, unfortunately. Yes, thank you. Very wise. So, peace and love. And I don't want to end it. Even me saying this little bit about what happened, I will be gaslighted or gaslit, whichever way you say, and told, you're so disrespectful. You talked about me. What are you talking about? We're talking about what happened and it's over. But somebody asked me if I'm coming back on. I love the HOK. It's the best for me. It's the best environment for teaching and sharing. But I can't get on there and get respect from the owner and the host of the channel. There's that irony, y'all. Can I get a hello? I'm not mad though. I mean, I say never. I don't see myself going on there anymore. I would love to be able to go on there like Lex got on there. Sonetter didn't make fun of him when his internet didn't work. He didn't tell him that he's not prepared. Oh, y'all have heard Sonetter. Oh, Napah's always late. I'm never late for an interview. Napah's, you got to get your internet fixed. Our brother, which he shouldn't have done that to Lex. Lex got up there, taught his whole lesson. And at the end of the lesson, because it's the toughest environment, I get that. At the end of the lesson, you could have said some stuff, not at the beginning, and then let people get up there and start attacking him. At the end of the lesson, he said, just like this in this tone, Lex, I'm starting to see that maybe you are straddling the fence. He didn't go, well, you ain't no, you damn in your damn mind. And you think God gonna come kill you. Like, why are you talking to me like that? I don't think God's gonna come kill me because I know who God is. God's not gonna come kill me over a book. It don't work that way. But I taught him that. So, you know, yeah. So my point is, we got to come together as women. A scent of phoenix, wigs and wine. Let's see, and come together so we can be better women for our men. Latoya Maat, Lady Kier, DJ Genesis, Latikia Bush, Mrs. Graham, H. Millette, Cheryl Lynn, Princella, even the ones that are, wilding out. Come on, let's get together. Let's stop. We can't call ourselves goddesses, queens and goddesses, if we're blaming women and saying, oh, you're whores and you're sluts and, oh, we got to do better. No, we do got to do better. And this is how we do better. We come together and we let each other know our worth. We are the most valuable. People say, well, children are the most valuable. Who's bringing forth children? Thank you. And with that said, peace and love to the men. My fault. I wasn't trying to turn this into nothing. No, it's trying. No, you should set up some debates. Shout out to you and Saw, just getting ready to dust off the books. You definitely have to get in here. Your Elder Yara's your brother. You have a green light to come on and do your debates, and you don't even have to turn your camera because I know there's an issue with that. Definitely, you're not starting anything. Nothing was started. Sonetter understands. Shit, he's not stupid. He knows what happened. I know what happened. It's just for him, I'm not coming on there anyway either. He can bring on other people, do his interviews. He's got the best platform, in my opinion, when it comes to information and debates. And I'll just stay off the platform and teach from here, do my debates, HOK debates in the Zoom. And if I feel like it, and then that's that. But I'm going to stay on my channel and teach, because this is where we're going to tell the truth. And this is where the lessons are going to be from me, because nobody can try to jump in and cut me off, especially not my children. I'm talking about people that want to debate me and come for me. I love you, JJ Mandinka. You're not my men don't like me. That's disrespectful. You're not my child. And I want to say sorry about the sword fight thing that I said the other day when I was being attacked by Sonetter. That had nothing to do with. We have to be better as the Matrix women, as a METAMATRIX. We can't keep on talking to me first. We can't call the men the B words. We can't call the men, start saying things like I said. I have to be higher. I have to get back to my high vibration that I used to be on before I was being attacked with toxic masculinity, misogyny. And so I gotta do my own thing, detox. Peace and love. Shout out to Sonetter. He was dead wrong, but still the king of black media. That's right. You know what? And I know that's respectful, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you respecting him. Thank you. Frasier agreed. She's a beautiful sister. Oh, let me see what my sisters. See, this is what I love. I love you, and you give me the love back, and people just get sick of us because we just keep on just going back and forth with the reciprocity of love and respect and adoration. And then we listen to each other. Because guess what? Gemini, the goddess, is the one who said, let's do the tribe. I got to keep on shouting her out. Gemini, the goddess, she said that to me. She's like, Gemini, the goddess, she said, we need our own tribe of women. Oh my gosh. When she said that, that just set me alight. Oh, Sister Bethy. Shout out to Sister Bethy. Shout out to DeBomb Mom, even. Sakina Ra. Frasia Hera Oshun Hathor said, Napah, how do you keep in shape at your age? You look amazing and your face is full of youth. Oh, I love you. It's so hard. It's so hard. That's that Big Pun song. No, listen, okay. Let them tell it. I'm out here looking horrible, but let me think. What do I do? You want to know you want to know really what it is? De-stress, because stress will make you old. It will make you sick. It will make you fat. It'll make you skinny as a rail. Stress will do everything that you don't want to look like. When you let stress stay inside of you and you don't de-stress, it will turn you into that monster that you don't want to be, inside and out. So when I'm stressed, when I get stressed, I like to walk. I like to, and even when I can't walk, I like to do breathing techniques. And I like to, what else do I do? I'm being super honest right now. I like to walk. I like to walk and walk and walk and walk. That's the best thing. But I don't eat fried foods that much. Like every now and then I will treat myself because I love some French fries. Oh my God, I love them. Whoever created French fries, thank you. And I love you and I hate you at the same time. Um, I see my doctor regularly to get checkups. You got to do that. Make sure your hormone levels at this age, your hormones have to be balanced correctly, all that good stuff. But really, but about my face, I will tell you what I do. I drink a lot of water, my skin, and my hair. And you know what else I do? Every single night and morning, I put moisturizer on my face all day long. I put moisturizer. Make sure your face is not dry. Always stay moisturized. If it's an oil that you can use, if you have dry skin, winter's here. If you have oily skin, get a water based moisturizer. Get a mister even. I carry that around. My mister, where is it? If I don't have my mister, I'll have my bottle of water, pour some water in my hand and just wipe it over my face. But I have moisturizer that I carry. I stay moisturized. Get yourself some supplements, of course. You got to get your biotin, your collagen. You have to get your B12, B6, just your vitamin B complex. Got to get that. I take astragalus root, by the way, that'll slow down your aging. That works to slow down the deterioration of your telomeres. I'm thinking about what I do. Same thing with my hair. I keep my hair conditioned, but my face, I use retinol. Get retinol if you're over 30. You should start right now, actually. But you should start the routine early in your 20s. You should have started in your teens. My mom showed me that. But if you haven't, you can use retinol. Get something with retinol. What else? Let me think. Collagen, of course. But retinol is really important because that like actually regenerates your skin. Like it's like a slow like it accelerates exfoliation. You're like, damn, I just asked you one question. Stop it. Peace, everybody. But yes, walking. But the main thing is you can do all that stuff with the hair and the face. If you're stressed, you can forget about it. I've aged. Thank goodness I already look young, but I've aged myself with stress. Don't let anybody get you stressed out. And no, that's not even realistic. I hate that. I hate when people say that. When you get stressed out, you got to burn it off. Go punch a punching bag, walk. You can do breathing techniques because you burn calories from breathing techniques, right? I do breathing techniques. I do take a lot of baths. I do a lot of baths. You can get herbal baths, that kind of stuff. You should stay. I should. You gonna come up and help me with your beautiful self? If you come on and join, I will do it, and I mean that. So email me if you want it. Oh, vitamin D, boom. That's something you need for your body for your bones and your actual, not just your skin. Get glucosamine and chondroitin supplement for your bones, for your joints. And if you're in your 40s and 50s and 60s, there's so much. What else do I take? I take evening primrose for hormone balance. I do beetroot. I keep my iron right. What else? I take a garlic supplement. There's a lot of stuff I take. I take a potassium supplement. But you could get all that in one pill, like a woman's thing. Anyway, ladies, you're beautiful and I love you. Start a beauty channel and review products. All right, you do that with me. I'm serious. Because I've seen you do some stuff like that. Haven't I? I think I went to your channel. We could do wigs and wine. Get it? That's your name. All right. Start a show for new young sisters in the truth. Yeah, I would partner with you on the production side. Think about it. You know what? I was thinking that because on the show, I really want us to talk to the sisters who are here now. We want to talk to the young women. We're not trying to compete with them. And they need to respect us. And that way we tell them their worth and they give us our flowers, you know what I'm saying? Like the work we put in and the mistakes we made, and we tell them, oh, don't come down this road. Whew. You do not want to come down this road. There's all kinds of nails and glass on the ground, on the path. You're gonna get a bunch of flat tires. You'll be riding on your rims and totally raggedy. Go down the other way. You're welcome, So we can teach them by giving them advice from not only experience, but just, from the things we have avoided and it worked out. So yeah, Anonymous, I would love to do that. Juicing. Yes, that's another thing I do. I juice. I make smoothies. I didn't even think about it because they're not really smoothies. I drink a lot of watermelon juice. But I put all kinds of supplements in it, like collagen, potassium. My kids say that tastes disgusting. I put avocado in there, beetroot. It doesn't even. It's by the time I'm done, it's like this isn't even watermelon. Kale. Napah, girl, you and I must be twins because we do a lot of the same stuff. I do a lot of fasting and juicing. Yes, thank you. Fasting. I fast. You know we are. You already know. Twin. All the beautiful sisters, I like to call you guys my twins. Don't hate. Don't get mad at me. That's how we say, you know how I say we compete and it's something like hypergamy, but I found a cheat code. All the beautiful sisters, I just want them around me. I'm telling you, it works. When you have a bunch of beautiful women around you and you're a woman, it makes you beautiful. It makes you actually desirable. Don't think, oh, I'm the ugly one here. No. When there's a bunch of beautiful women together, you don't have to feel like, well, I'm not going to get chosen, because you're all together, by the way. You're not putting each other down. You're one collective coven. Yeah, I said it. You say witches. Anonymous, I'm not a witch. But witch, when you say witch, they say wise woman, woman who knows the herbs, woman who knows the earth, woman who knows her worth. So when you have a bunch of women together, the matrices, we are the METAMATRIX, and we're all beautiful. Tell me I'm lying. Who's seen the group Sister Sledge? If you're too young, I think Sherilyn's very young, and possibly Frasia's a little bit younger. But you remember Sister Sledge? Go Google them. I mean, when I was a little girl, my mom used to be playing Sister Sledge. Oh my gosh, that has to be our anthem. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. You like that, right? We're family. And when you look at Sister Sledge, you're like, damn, they're all pretty. But for me, if I look at one a little bit, I'm like, oh, she's still pretty. I don't care. She's part of Sister Sledge. She's pretty. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, they really are all super drop dead, beautiful, gorgeous. And you see them all together and you're like, oh my gosh, they're just all beautiful. Don't give me that Leia and Rachel stuff. Leia was beautiful. She might, here, teaching, this is a point. Teaching moment. We know that was not somebody who was a METAMATRIX. We know that was coming from someone, I'm not even going to say male, it was from someone who doesn't understand the power of coming together and being one and knowing your worth as women and loving each other. Because that story with Leah and Rachel, oh, she was tricked and he slept with Leah and she wasn't as beautiful as Rachel. They're all together, they're beautiful. That's her sister. They share beauty secrets, wigs, and wine. Let's do a channel together. They share pointers. Anonymous saying, talk to the younger sisters. She is me and I am her. Let's stop this mess. And the pie doesn't. That's a bold faced lie. Look at all the beautiful sisters in my chat. Wigs and Wine, Ascent of Phoenix, Frasier, Genesis, DJ Genesis, Latoya Maat, Cheryl Lynn. Who else? Who else? If I don't know you're a sister, forgive me if I don't know you by your name. Mrs. Graham comes over here, supports. H. Millette supports. Let me keep going. I know there's more sisters in here. There's more women in here, and they're all beautiful. Don't play with me. Don't play with us. Don't play with the METAMATRIX. The METAMATRIX is we are the matrix. We're in the matrix, but we're outside looking in, understanding that we're beyond the matrix. Now that's consciousness. Okay. I live in LA and all my friends are beautiful. I got to meet you if you live in LA. It's just an hour flight. I got to do a woman thing. Oh, Lady Kier. Okay. All right. So with that said, peace and love to you for being with me this morning, and to the brothers, we got you. Don't worry. Don't get nervous. If any brothers out there saying, here she is teaching a woman is God. No, 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 no. Stop. I'm teaching the truth that the woman is the first God. There is one unfathomable, almighty power that is outside of the flesh woman and the flesh man and the flesh dog, flesh bunny rabbit. I'm talking about in the matrix, because see, I'm a metamatrix. So I'm looking in the matrix and I'm beyond the matrix, but I can look in at myself in the matrix and I'm talking about me in the matrix and I am the first God. Stop playing. Unless you want to talk about the universal ancestor. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm not muted. Thank you, Sherilyn. Thank you, Ascenta Phoenix. Do the who he. I can't do that part. Oh, there she is. Thank you for showing up, EP. See, if I didn't mention a sister like EP, I definitely. Ooh, look at that picture. I love it. Okay, so uh, my phone was hot. I was putting so much truth into the atmosphere. It was like buzzing. So it just went off, but I had to cool it off. But let me just say this. I was saying, even when we don't look at the actual human organism, which is us, and we go all the back to the universal common ancestor, that is still the mother. Anything that is in the beginning and then life comes from it, it's the mother. That's why they call it the motherboard on the mothership. The mothership holds all the other vessels. The motherboard controls everything because everything comes from that. Can I get a hello? I'm still in the deep divers line. Anyway, I love you guys. Now you got me seeing Sister Sledge, singing Sister Sledge. Or I love them. Go look. So you know what I'm saying? Like that has to be our theme song. And yes, there are women out here who I cannot get along with, who have been stalking me, hating me, but guess what? They only hate me because they don't truly love themselves. And I know that sounds cliche, but I want to love them. But what you're not going to do, you ain't going to destroy me, because as the mother, we're always giving up, right? We're always the one, because we're the motherfuller. We're the merciful mama. We're always the one, and that is our trait. We're very merciful, but you're not a doormat. You're not a toilet. You're not a buffet, meaning you're a potluck. Somebody better bring something, right? You're not a doormat. You're not a toilet. You're not a buffet. And you're not a punching bag. Now, can we get in the ring and spar to make ourselves better? Sure. You got your gloves on. I got my gloves on. Ding, ding, as Apollo says on one of the Rocky sequels. I think it was Rocky 2. Gosh, I loved that series. I don't know about y'all, but I was hurt when Apollo died. Whew. If he dies, he dies. Oh, shout out to Dolph Lundgren. All right, so I said enough. By the way, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Rocky was a great series, yes. I want to do I'm serious, Ascent. You see, Drago, when I look at you, I imagine you're like, Rocky was a great series. Draco. Like everything and like you're like Siri or what's her name, Alexa. You are always in the chat, like knowing absolutely everything. It's crazy. It's tripping me out. I'm like, is she AI? Let me find out that you're AI. If you're AI, I'll still love you. Because people won't want to hear this, but I'm not. I'm not anti AI anymore. Yes, there's a danger of singularity. Yes, we need balance, but I don't know. I'm kind of just got a different perspective on things. Let's put it that way. Now, does that mean that I want my consciousness, so-called consciousness, because it's just a drop in the bucket of my consciousness that's being uploaded to the cloud, and then they're going to take it and put it into somebody else? No, I don't want that. But thank you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not fully against AI, and I'm not against transhumanism. I said it. Let me explain on my next live. Let me explain. I think it needs to be very, 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 very carefully regulated. I think we need to watch out. We need to stop trying to, but the concept of, let me tell you something, my friends, my loved ones, my darkest minds of the light, there will be a time when it will be bizarre for people to hear about, and then so-and-so died at 53, or so-and-so died at 55, or so-and-so died at 75. They'll be like, what? Why? Why didn't they just come back alive? And they what? They burnt them? What is it? What do you call it? Cremation? Oh, that's just weird. There's going to be a time when death already isn't final. We already know this in the larger scheme of things and on a different level, on a higher vibration, so to speak. When we're in again, this is a word that I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I've never seen METAMATRIX. It's probably out there because people make words up. But I'm going to bring into this consciousness community, and we're going to talk. We're going to use this word more. We are brothers can be metamatrices as well, but the first metamatrix is the woman, and then the brother taps into his feminine side. Not his two snaps up. Ooh, girl, can I borrow your lipstick? That's not a feminine side. That is a self. That is a different story. Okay, I'm talking about your feminine mind, the merciful side of your mind as a man. You know, like I decided not to put him to death. You understand? Like the king. So that's when you tap into the mercy, you're tapping into your feminine side. Because when is mercy ever logical? It's not. But there's something beyond the logic that actually ends up working. And dare we say that's phenomenal. So, ladies, mothers are phenomenal. Aren't we? Aren't we? Come on. See, brothers out there saying, punch in the air, the ones who don't want to, want to hold on to the anti-woman thing. They're like, damn, she got me because I do. My mama is phenomenal. Exactly. My daughter is phenomenal. Exactly. My sister is phenomenal. Exactly. So why is it that the woman that you want to actually open her body up and bring forth your children, copies of you, by the way, because don't get it twisted, that is actually you. So why is it the woman that you want to bring forth an actual other you, make you immortal, I should say, not resurrect, but make you immortal? Why is it that you want to tell her she's not phenomenal? Why is it that you want to make sure she stays down and you want to make sure she doesn't ever break the program and no, wait a minute, I'm the mother, I'm the matrix, I'm the meta matrix. See, when you say I'm the matrix, then you become the meta matrix because you've transcended what you didn't know you were. And you're like, well, I knew I was great, but damn, I'm actually the survival of the species, me. I'm actually the one who should be loved, and it's not just about having babies. I know I put it in that perspective because I have to have a strong point in this argument, so to speak. But it goes beyond that. Meta. It goes beyond that. Meta matrix, meta goddess, meta mama. It goes beyond that. Because when I bring forth another you should be looking at me thinking, damn, you did that for me? You brought forth another me. I'm talking to the men. And when you look at me as the woman, not me as Napah, but you look at the woman, you say, you really would do that for me? You're going to let me live forever through my children for now? That's the most natural way. You're going to give me all this joy and all this honor that I will have in having sons and daughters? You did that for me? So it's beyond just lending the womb or giving the womb. It's, don't you see what I'm doing for you? Now let's step away from, what about women who can't have babies, right? She does everything for you. She's there for you. And she's your woman. She's your, ready? She's your peace. She's your rest. But she's not a pillow from Bed, Bath, and Beyond. You better know who she is. She is the power. She is the survival. And she's the power. Here's the paradox. She's the power that needs you to protect her. See how it's almost oxymoronic? She's the power who needs your protection. I thought she said she's the power. Let's see you build a house. Can you go fight? No, I am your power. I actually didn't think about going back to pre-civilization. You just leave those, those are women, right? They bring forth life, and they love on you, and they give you all this, they make you feel good about yourself, and because they let you know your worth. You just gonna let them be out there and get eaten by saber-toothed tigers? You know that woolly mammoth is about to stomp that's a whole woman out there. You gonna throw a good woman away? See, then people say, well, what about a good man? We already know that. The reason we act a fool, get disrespectful, is because you seem to not understand who we are. And it's not a debate, it's not a challenge, it's the truth. Now, does that mean a brother's supposed to sit back and let a woman get in his face? But oh, this NIGGA, this bitch. No, guess what? Don't worry, we got her. The metamatrices are gonna pull her aside and say, you don't do that. That's a king. That's a god. We gave him the power. He is ruling over us in a sense, meaning he protects us. He is the power over us. We elected him. Don't forget, the election is coming up soon. Go vote. I digress. So don't worry, brothers. No, you're not supposed to sit back and just get disrespected. We are supposed to pull each other aside and say, first off, let me ask you, before we start preaching about you need to treat your man right, we sit back and say, okay, you're a goddess, you're a meta, you're not a metamatrix yet, but you're definitely a goddess. And don't let anybody tell you you're not a goddess yet until you're born with the womb, you're a goddess, because remember, we are the first gods. Don't let anybody play with you with you're a queen and you're a goddess. No, I am a motherfuller. I am a womb woman. I am a matrix. I'm a womb. So I'm already got the God thing down. But am I a good God? Am I a powerful God, or am I a destructive God? So we pull them aside and say, why are you acting like this? Tell me. I want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I want to listen. And at that moment, when you pull that sister aside, please don't come in and try to take people's information to try to tear them down and use it against them later, because a lot of women do that. Come in and really say, all right, at this moment, while I listen to you, I'm actually becoming you. No, I don't do those things you do. No, I don't act like you at all, but I'm still becoming you because I'm actually being an empath. I'm being empathetic. I'm putting myself in your shoes. See the cliche? Those little sayings. Now let's hear what happened. What happened? Okay, yeah, that would make me feel this way. And don't come in with but. And don't come in waiting to hear them say what they need to say and explain and say, but you should have done. No, you listen and you say, how do you feel? How would you feel? Start with that. How would you feel? Or what do you think should have happened? What would have helped you if that didn't happen? You get it? So we need to be the healers also. With that said, peace, Grandma Love. Peace to my sister, Empress Janet, who I love. Yes. Good morning. Where are you at? You talking about good evening? You in England? It's morning time over here. Actually, it's afternoon, my love. So I see what you're saying. Good evening, like late afternoon. I got you. Oh yeah, you're probably over. Oh my gosh, it's not morning. It's 12:44. Oh, I've been going for 2 hours. Okay, sorry, Grandma Love. You were right. I was wrong. It's 3:44 where you are. I think. I love you all. Peace to everybody. I hope this works. Show love to each other. Ladies, know your worth. Brothers, know your worth. Hey, I'm all about male leadership. But I always say this, I'm not about somebody leading me over the side of a cliff or leading me to the slaughter, or somebody leading me and then pulling the car over and pulling me out the passenger seat and throwing me onto the road and say, chase the car, and start driving off fast. I'm not about that kind of leadership. All right? I'm about women. We need, like our sister Gemini, the goddess said, We need our own tribe so we can be better women, and we can be lovely, and we can be supportive, and we can be adored, and we can, y'all not gonna like this one. We can serve our families, serve our men, and serve our children. And guess what? It's reciprocated. See, I'm not leaving us out to the hanging. They reciprocated by adoring, honoring, and exalting us. And then we serve them, and they adore, honor, and exalt. And we serve them, and they adore, honor, and exalt. Okay? Peace, peace, and love. All righty. Let's see. Let's read. Let's read Ascent to Phoenix. Another movie that I would highly recommend and is relevant is this to this topic is Ex Machina or Machina. It came out 2014. I got to look at that. 2014. Wigs and Wine says Ex Machina or Ex Machina. Oh, really? I will look it up. I'm going to look it up too. Ascent has a lot of good information. Peace and love to her. Peace and love to everybody. Let's do. I don't want to say do better. Let's get together and be a part of the matrix as metamatrices. Get it? We are the matrix outside of the matrix. I'm talking to the women, and I love the brothers, but I'm talking to my sisters. We got to do better. I know we test each other. You might hear me on here talking about this being. Somebody pull me aside. Not say we got to do better. We got to hold together. We got to talk to each other. And there are some that won't make it. It's not going to be a whole kumbaya. I'm all about telling the truth about vessels fitted for destruction. They gotta go back to the drawing board. Some of us, but not all of us. So don't think I'm just saying every woman is going to get a pass. But I'm really focusing on women when we attack women so hard on women about, oh, you're a whore, you're a slut. Oh, you're the reason you don't have any worth because you don't love yourself. You don't respect yourself. Pump your brakes and let the tribe handle this, the V tribe. We're going to pull her aside as women, and we're going to talk, and we're going to work, and we're going to work together. We're going to be one. I know it's going to be tough. There will be challenges. Will there be jealousy? Yes, we will check it. Will there be competition? Yes, we will check it. We will check ourselves first. Check ourselves first. All right, peace and love. Have a great afternoon, day, evening, life.